Today is a Monday, and Duane decided she wanted light soup with fufu. This is usually something I'll make on the weekend, but since she wants it, so I'm gonna just make it. I'm gonna make light soup, which is not super hard, so we're just gonna use some tomatoes, peppers, and then we have eggplant, we have ginger, onion, and then you can use some beef shank, and then she also like tripe, so I'm gonna add that. She got beef that is for stew, but we'll see. Hopefully it doesn't get too soft. And I like to add mushrooms to my soup.
Tripe is cow stomach.
Fufu basically comes from like, so cassava, we have cocoyam, and then we have the plantain. So it's just a powder version of the actual plant. And then when you mix it with water, and then you heat it up, and then you do what you kind of pound it, I guess. It becomes fufu. I'm tired, and it's like what, almost 7 p.m. So we're gonna get these started. I like to cook the tripe a little bit early because it takes forever to cook. I normally just wash it. Sometimes they do a good job, sometimes they don't. So I don't have OCD or anything, but I just like to clean my stuff.
Don't y'all call it like towels or something? They refer to it as towel, and that's what it's like. It's like you're chewing a towel, but like it absorbs all the juice from the stew, so it's like really good.
It really feels like a towel. Like it's just it's weird, but it's actually good though. If you make it right, it's actually good.
If you're from the South, it's sort of like chitlins. It smells the same too, like it has a little stench to it.
I'm not even gonna season this. I'm just gonna let it cook a little bit because I want to soften it up. And I'm gonna set a timer for like at least 25 minutes for it to cook whilst I prep everything else. Still wash it. So this meat is gonna shrink anyways. So I like to cut them a little big. So once it shrinks up, it doesn't look too little in there. Slightly wash it. Because with this one, it really doesn't matter because it doesn't have that much blood on it as the other one. We normally add these. It gives the soup a little bit of like aroma or whatever for some reason. So I normally just add it, but we don't eat it. It's just in there just to be in there. Alright, so before we turn it on, we're gonna blend onions, ginger, and I like to add a little bit of green pepper just to give it a nice smell. So I have peppers, red onion, green pepper, just a little bit, just like a half of it. And then I have garlic in there and some other stuff. Now that everything is blended up, I'm just gonna add it straight in here. Normally I will wash the blender and add the water in here, but I'm gonna be using the blender again, so I'll normally just give it a slight wash and then I set it aside because I'm gonna need it again. And then I will slightly season it. I don't add too much because we're gonna be using the Maggi, so I just add a little bit. The salts don't go too crazy, but just a medium. And then later on, you can add more because the water is gonna water the salt down, so you'll be fine. I like to add a little bit more garlic too. I don't have like, I don't measure like teaspoons and all of those stuff. I just eyeball it because I'm a cook, you know, I know how to cook. Anyways, after all of this, you're gonna stir everything up. Basically, once all of this starts steaming up, it's gonna look pretty legit. Easy to fix. We just crush this and just put it in here, honestly. This is not like well known, but it's like an African thing. So if you can't find it and you think you need one, just go to like an African store. Caribbean stores will have it too. So I'm gonna let her add two. And she fix it up. Now that the meat is on, in a different pan, add the tomatoes. I usually just take the top off. And then I'll add the garden eggs as well, cook it on the side. The reason why I do that, back home, we have smaller versions of these. It's called garden eggs, but over here we call it eggplants. But it's much smaller than that. So you can just add it with the meat and it will cook.
What is the name and tree?
It's called Nyadoa. I hope I'm saying it. Nah, I think I'm right. Nyadoa.
Mm-hmm.
But it's been a while since I used that word. But anyways, so I'm just gonna rinse this real quick. Put them in here, and then rinse the other two. Put them in here, and then I'm gonna cut these up. I have to take the tag off. But I'm just cutting them in a decent size so it can cook. You don't want to cut them too big because then it won't cook through. So, and then I will arrange this as well. Alright, and then we're gonna add some onions as well. Just cover it halfway. It actually smells good already. The mushrooms, we're gonna wash it and put it in later. Like once this is cooked and then it's blended and put it in here, then we put the mushrooms in. The meat has been cooking for about a little over 15 minutes now. I mean, like I said, you just gotta trust the process, okay? It's time to add the tripe. So the tripe can like absorb some of this flavor. So you see how it looks super clean after you cook it? And it's like, it looks nice and white. That is what you want to see. You don't want to see any black stuff in it. That means you still got some of the digest food and stuff like that in there. So that's not good. The meat looks like it's good. Ready for the rest of the stuff. I had to scoop some of the sauce out because my pan is not too big. So I don't want to overflow this. This is done, and as you can tell, like it's cooked. So I'm just gonna take these out, put it right in here. Now that it's blend, I like to pour a little bit to start with. Then to speed the process, I just encourage it just a little bit. Everything is in here, so I'm gonna try and have it insert this part at the beginning of the video because when I was making it, I forgot to add the tomato paste. The tomato paste, what it does is basically gives it that nice red, rich color. You ain't gotta add a lot. Just like half a can or the small ones, and then you can just add it to the meat as you season it. It just helps mix it, give it that rich color.
Make sure the seasonings is tasty. It needs a little bit more.
Oh, the remember on the 26th, so wash your mushroom. This is my third time washing it, but yeah, make sure you wash it very raw because mushrooms tend up to have like sand and stuff like that on it. So you're just gonna carefully place them in here. Normally I would use like a white mushroom, but this is all we have today. So I'll scoop some of the broth out. I'm just gonna go ahead and add it on here. I had a little bit of room, so I'm gonna just like. So some people like their light soup like really light. I don't. I just like it not too thick, but just a little bit, you know, thickness to it, not too light. That's just me. So if you like yours very light, again, you do you, I do me. I'm just gonna make the fufu, and then once the soup is ready, it's chop time. I think we're gonna mix the bouillon and the plantain. I don't think I've actually had this before, but we're gonna mix both of them and see how it goes. And then you have to make sure that it has no lumps in it, because then the fufu is gonna feel weird. So you're gonna add water, and this is the point where you get your hands dirty. So you add water, and then you just basically stir. Thickens up because I added water. So you have to kind of smush it around. And then you keep adding water till you get to the consistency that you want. So it depends. If you want the fufu hard, you want this mixture to be very light. If you want the fufu, if you want the fufu soft, you want the mixture to be light. And if you want the fufu hard, not too light, just in the medium. But I like my fufu in the medium, but Jalyn likes it soft, so we usually make it light so she can eat it. And you're gonna keep doing this till you get to the consistency that you want. Pop it in the microwave for about roughly 10 minutes. 10 minutes, this is how it looks. Sometimes you'll get this hard stuff that looks dry. Just take it out, I don't like it. So you just pinch it right here, then just scoop it out. I just don't like the lumps and stuff like that in my fufu, so I'm kind of like very careful with what I'm doing. But just like that, you're just gonna try and beat it. This is the second time it went into the microwave. Now it's time to actually beat it. Now you're gonna beat it, give it a little good beat, and it helps basically mix everything together. Now it's out for the third time. And again, we're gonna mix some water with the fufu so it softens it up. Again, I only do this because Miss Duana like the fufu soft. Just like that, your fufu should be ready. Is that good, Mom? All right. And just like that, we have our fufu. It's like really soft because that's how she wanted. But yeah. Now the soup is done, and the fufu is done too. So, insane. It's time to eat.
Now everybody go chop breakfast.
Shayo. This is what we're going for.
Thank you, dear God, for this food that we're about to receive. Lord God, I ask that you help it to just go down smoothly. Help me not to chew my fufu. Lord God, I thank you for everything that you've done and everything that you have planned. In the mighty name of Jesus, I ask these things. Amen.
Amen.
Okay. I gotta take my watch off.
It's hot.
It's really hot. Okay,
Yeah.
so I'll eat the meat first. Ooh, it's really, really hot.
But you just cut the fufu. And then what I like to do, make a little hole, then a scoop. Bust. It is busting. It's real good.
Y'all heard it from him.
This thing is such a good.
You like it?
It's fire.
It's all in the seasoning.
I think this is the best we've had so far.
Mm-hmm. And it's not too spicy either. Usually my nose is running. All the Africans, all the Ghanaians, if y'all see me chewing this, I've tried hundreds of times, but I can't make my mom can't process just swallowing it. So I sort of chew. Don't come for me, please. Are you proud of yourself?
I'm very happy.
I feel like when his sisters come, they should do a competition. Or I'm gonna rate which one I like better.
It's good,
Because I
man.
know what I'm doing. I know which meats to get. I know how to make the broth. I know, like, I didn't actually cook it, but I was critiquing him along the way to make it. I literally gave you advice. I'm like, it's not salty enough. It's not, like, we need more seasoning. I basically just coached. I was like a side coach the whole time.
I think the next video coming up, she's actually gonna make this. We'll see. We're gonna let her make it, and we'll see. There's something else.
Yup. Yup. It's really tender.
I'm just like, I did that. This was all me right here. Fine, 10% her, but 90% me, okay?
I just want to say that we're eating this at like almost 10 o'clock at night. We don't recommend for y'all to eat it this late.
Mm-mm.
We are used to eating it this late, but it's not good to like go to sleep with this on your stomach because it's like FuFu is like a filler food. So like you don't want to go, like I'm probably gonna be bloated in the morning, but I don't even care.
Yeah, I suggest eating this at least somewhere from like 11 a.m. to at least 6 p.m. In between there, you can eat it because it would need some time to try to digest before you go to bed.
The mushrooms are pretty good too.
Yeah.
They don't like soak up as much, but it's good. I take it back. It was okra stew, but I think this is like number one.
I'm glad. I guess okra soup next.
But y'all, I've actually like improved. I used to get like baby balls, but now I get like almost half a plate and I can eat it. I'm proud of myself.
You've come a long way. Very long way. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and finish my bowl, but
Nothing is left.
don't listen to it. Anyways, thank y'all for like watching this video. Please subscribe, share, and like if you think I did good. But please be nice in the comments, you know? Some people are just rude. But yeah, thank you, subscribe, and there should be more videos like this to come. So, Lazwana likes to make me work. But yeah.
You gotta make men work for all they put us through.
Bye, y'all.